Buckle up, guys. Today, we are diving into a high-stakes child support battle. Mom claims dad is hiding extra income from high-profile bartending gigs, while dad insists $500 is enough. Three kids are at the center, emotions run high, and the courtroom is tense as we set the stage for a battle over fairness, responsibility, and financial truth. This is where the story begins.
Miss Alma, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we are currently divorced and he's paying me child support. And lately he's been doing a lot of extra, he's a bartender, and he's been doing a lot of extra parties for professional sports figures and making a lot more money than what he previously admitted to when we first got our divorce. He's making like around an extra $5,000 a month in tips from his bartending gigs. And I just feel like with three kids, we need to increase the child support. And he's not agreeing with me on that.
Well, if what you're saying is true, I would agree with you too. We need to increase that child support amount. And you said how many children?
Three.
3 children. Okay. You said about $5,000 a month. And I have documents up here from your most recent court order. $500 a month?
Yes.
For 3 children?
For 3 children.
Mom lays it all out. Dad is raking in an extra $5,000 a month, while child support remains shockingly low. The tension escalates as she exposes his lavish lifestyle. The court hangs on every word, building suspense. Will truth finally force accountability, or will excuses keep the status quo?
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, I just think that he's denying the fact that he's making this additional money every month, and I think it's obvious everything he puts onto the media, buying drinks for people and buying shots, and he's at these high-profile parties, and I just think that he needs to do what's right for our kids, and it's hard to take care of that many kids on $500 a month.
Right, right. Yeah, I would definitely agree. What about health insurance for these children?
They're on Medicaid.
Okay, all right. Sir, is there a reason, you're not supporting your children more? And first off, is what she's saying true?
Well,
what does that mean?
sort of, yes, I do bartend for some celebrities sometimes.
So the answer is yes, that what she said is true, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And but I mean, they have done good so far. I thought $500 would be good. I mean, they have been doing great. I mean,
you think $500 is enough to raise children, and you're making an additional $5,000 a month?
well,
Dad steps up, offering his defense: variable income, parenting in bursts, and savings for rainy days. The judge presses, challenging every excuse. The stakes rise as the courtroom sees the clash between parental responsibility and personal justification. This is the moment credibility hangs in the balance.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I bring them. I bring them clothes, from time to time. That helps them,
That's
and,
called parenting.
Backpacks.
Parenting.
Laptops.
Parenting.
Yes, Your Honor. And honestly, being a bartender, my income is not fixed. So, I'm always saving for a rainy day. That's why I don't want to part with a lot of my money, my savings. I want to keep some of that money for the future. And
Your children's future.
well, yes, yeah, that too.
Right. So that means you shouldn't have a problem paying the additional amount based on your income.
Well, what if I lose my job, Your Honor?
What if I lose mine?
For me. Well, true, but I mean.
Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
Well,
Works
we got
both ways.
3 kids. I mean, we got them.
Well, it
together,
feels like
right?
I have 3 kids.
Well,
Since you're not
I do
really doing
visit
it
them
apart.
from time to time. I was there last month. I took them for the entire weekend, and
Oh, you took them for one weekend. You took your children for one long weekend
yes, ma'am.
parenting.
Yes.
Right.
My
You're
job.
not going to get a medal for that. That's what you
Now, the judge intensifies scrutiny, cutting through vague claims. Dad's parenting efforts are minimal, and excuses crumble under sharp questioning. Every word matters as the judge exposes the gap between reality and responsibility. Tension peaks as the courtroom inches closer to judgment.
should do as a parent. You should take your children for long weekends. You should buy them backpacks. You should buy them laptops. You should buy their clothes. That's what a parent does. And that's not even a good parent. That's basic parenting. Good parenting goes above and beyond those things that I just said. You haven't said anything about going above and beyond. And based on what she's saying, these children are with her most of the time. Do you think about how her expenses increase with your children always being with her? $500? That's probably enough to cover groceries, if that.
Well, that might be true, but you have to consider this. I work almost every day, and
I do too.
I don't get a break. And you know, parenting the kids, that takes a lot of effort, and sometimes I don't feel like I'm up for it. You know, I'm tired, and so I have already taken a lot of time off. You know, for those parties, for the celebrity parties, I have to work extra hours, and so maybe.
You haven't said anything that moved me. You just gave a bunch of excuses, quite frankly. You didn't deny anything that she just said. So you are in agreement that you're making about $5,000 a month for these private parties, right?
The courtroom suspense breaks. Child support is recalculated based on real earnings. Dad must face financial reality, balancing personal savings with the needs of 3 children. This is the turning point where justice begins to take shape and the consequences of his lifestyle become undeniable.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. And it is true that these children are on Medicaid, correct?
Yes.
And you only have 3 children?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to modify your child support today, Mr. Alma. It's the right thing to do. You're gonna have to pull from that savings that you're saving for yourself and start saving for these children's future, as well as taking care of them monthly. You got it? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $5,000 a month, which will put your salary around $60,000. Like I said, gross is $5,000. That brings your net down to $4,101.87. Do you have any other children outside of these 3?
No, ma'am. That's the only children that I have.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to do 9% of your gross for the reimbursement to Medicaid, which comes out to about $450. Do you have access to private health insurance? Can someone at one of these private parties get you some health insurance for these children?
I can try.
Well, I would suggest that you do, because I think that you can find health insurance a lot cheaper than $450, okay? So $450 plus your monthly child support obligation comes out to $1,680 a month, okay?
The judge delivers a firm, measured verdict, emphasizing that basic parenting isn't enough. Children's welfare is the priority. Dad is reminded of his duties, and the courtroom feels the weight of fairness being enforced. Responsibility is clear, and the story approaches closure.
You have any questions about that?
No, I understand.
Okay, it's the right thing to do. So I would hope you do understand. You have 3 kids. You have to take care of them beyond backpacks and everything that we've already discussed. Mom needs some assistance too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you. You're welcome.
Judge Vonda B. recaps the entire case, highlighting the evidence and key takeaways. Testimony matters, truth prevails, and parental accountability is enforced. This is a masterclass in courtroom procedure, showing viewers exactly how child support is determined.
Hi guys, it's me, Judge Vonda B. I wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Alma case. Mom and Dad are already under an existing court order where Dad was ordered to pay $500 in child support for their 3 children. Well, Mom had evidence that Dad was making about $5,000 a month from doing private parties. Remember guys, in Texas, you can calculate someone's child support based on their net resources. Dad didn't dispute that he was doing these parties and making that money. He actually agreed with Mom. Also, something key to remember, evidence comes in various forms. A document itself is evidence, but guess what? It's not the only type of evidence. Testimonial evidence is also evidence as well. So there was no dispute in the amount of money that Dad was bringing in. His child support was based on his testimony, and it's that simple.
All right, guys, today we are witnessing an emotional custody showdown. After a tragic death, a grandmother fights to keep her granddaughter safe while the mother attempts to reclaim her child. Past abuse, police involvement, and legal arguments collide, setting the stage for a tense courtroom struggle over family, rights, and stability.
Seated. Okay, Ms. Franklin, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge Vonda. My son was killed 3 months ago. I have a granddaughter that's 9 years old. I've had custody of her since she was a baby. After his death and funeral, Kim decides she wants to come to my house and remove her. Brought the police to my house.
After the funeral?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. She did. She did that. As traumatic as it was for me and my family, she decided to remove Rakisha with the police, caused a scene, which she's done in the past. I'm here today for grandparents' rights.
The grandmother presents a compelling case. The mother's past involves drugs, deception, and system manipulation. She paints a picture of instability while emphasizing her steady care. The courtroom feels the tension as we weigh history against claims of maternal rights, and suspense builds on what the judge will decide.
At my granddaughter since she was a baby, she doesn't even know who this lady is. She knows that she's her mother. But as far as knowing who she is, and with her lengthy past, when I say
When you say lengthy past, what do you mean by that?
Drugs, drinking, fighting, beating the system.
Beating the system?
Yes.
How did she do that?
Welfare, food stamps, housing, anything that's not legal, she's done.
But Rakisha, I said her name right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, she lives with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And prior to your son's death, did your son live with you too, or was Rakisha just living with you?
Only Rakisha, absolutely not. He could not live with me.
Okay, I understand.
But
so how was she getting benefits if her daughter lived with you?
Because as I mentioned earlier, both of them love to beat the system, and they used my grandchild against me and my husband just so that they can continue to beat the system. I did put my son on child support.
Okay.
That I absolutely did.
And now you're wanting child support from Mom?
I want child support and full custody of my granddaughter.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
Oh, absolutely, yes. When she brought the police to my house, she told them that I threatened her, and she threatened me. She threatened to kill me. I said, absolutely not, Your Honor. What I told her when she called, I told her, I said, you know what? If you come over here, I'm not going to be in control. Smith and Weston going to be in control.
Oh, okay.
Mom tries to justify her absence, claiming she's transformed and worked to establish a connection over months. The courtroom watches closely as she attempts to prove she can now be the nurturing parent. Suspense hangs thick as past neglect clashes with present promises.
Well, it didn't get that far, did it?
Well, it didn't because the police drug her from my front yard.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry for your loss as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else you need me to know before I move over to her?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I didn't catch your last name. I just heard your first name is Kim.
That's what I want to say. I'm a fan. It's Kim Bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
Yes.
How do you spell it?
Boudure.
Oh, okay. Is that French?
Yes.
Okay. Well, can I call you Lady B? I
Yes.
think
you can
I'll
call me
butcher
Kim. You can call me
Kim.
Miss
Okay.
Kim.
I think I'll butcher that last name too much.
Okay.
Okay. So, is all of what she's saying true? You had a history with drugs, drinking. She said you're cheating the system, getting welfare. What it sounds like is that your daughter has been living with her this entire time. So, I mean, is what she's saying true?
The whole thing is, it's the past, you know.
So it is true. The answer is yes.
Some of it is, yeah.
Okay, which part of it is true?
As far as maybe some of the illegal drug activity that her son and I both partake in, you know, some of that is true, but as far as the food stamps and all that, it's not. She's just going by hearsay, by what people are telling her, just using that, you know, in this case. As I stated, as she stated, as far as coming to get my kids, you know, with the police and stuff, that's true.
Okay.
Because I need Rakisha, to come and be with her mom. You know, she's getting older, and so is she, you know. So
that wasn't nice. She's been taking care of your daughter. So what difference would it make if she's getting older?
She has been, again, all these words are past tense. It's 2022, and it's time for my daughter to come home with me.
But she hasn't lived with you.
She hasn't, because I was working on my career and getting myself together, you know, so I can be the mom that I need to be. And, you know, I've done that. And unfortunately, you know, Ricky passed, you know, rest his soul. And it's time for my daughter to come home with her mother.
Okay.
I'm not the woman that I used to be, Your Honor.
All right. But you are still the woman she doesn't know, your daughter, right?
Well, actually, and she
The
doesn't know
judge
that.
zeroes in on the mother's contributions, or lack thereof. Her financial responsibility is scrutinized, exposing gaps in support and effort. The tension skyrockets as viewers realize that caring for a child goes beyond intentions. Accountability is unavoidable.
I've been talking to Rakisha for about 4 or 5 months now.
Talking to her about what?
Talking to her, letting her know, you know, first of all, reaching out, letting her know that it's unfortunate that our dad passed, and letting her know that I want us to get our relationship together. I want to be the nurturing mother that, you know, that she needs.
Okay. So as of right now, you're a stranger, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say strangers.
Well, it's not necessarily what you want to say. It's what the facts say. You're a stranger to this child that you came and attempted to remove from her caretaker, right?
She's been taking care of her, yes, and I commend her for that. But my daughter needs to be with her mother.
All right, but you do understand that your daughter needs to be in an environment that's stable, where she is familiar with the person that is taking care of her.
Okay, she has to get familiar with her. I am working. I, make good money. I've been paying insurance, so it's not like I've been totally out the picture.
Let's talk about that. How much money do you make?
About $70,000.
$70,000. How much? You say insurance as well?
Yes, I pay $170 a month.
All right. How much of that have you given to grandmother? And it's not a hard question if you've actually done anything. I mean...
Well, I can say none then. Let's just, be done with it. None.
So you make all of this money and you haven't given grandmother anything for your daughter?
Well, her dad has been taking care of the child support and everything up until this point.
Right, but what were you doing?
I was paying the insurance.
Okay. So you were paying the insurance.
Yeah.
Your daughter living with someone else.
Well, she the one wanted to raise her.
But ma'am, it is your daughter.
It's my daughter. I paid the insurance. She wanted a raise. The dad did the child support. We all just did our part.
The verdict drops. The granddaughter will remain with the grandmother. Child support is recalculated fairly. The courtroom reacts to the decision, balancing justice and practicality. The suspense reaches a resolution as the judge enforces stability for the child.
You obviously came here to waste my time.
Not really. I mean,
It sounds like it. It sounds like you're trying to evade the obligation of paying child support or paying any type of financial support for this child
I'm paying
because
the-
you want to do what you want to do. Insurance is not sufficient, ma'am. Grandmother can pay insurance if she needed to,
but she hasn't.
well, she can't do it without a modification to your court order. That's the reason she's here.
Okay, so can my daughter go home with me?
No, she cannot. She is going to stay and remain with the person who's always taking care of her. You haven't said anything different to support that grandmother has not been doing the job you should have been doing. So what we're going to do is, based on your own testimony, and I believe you told the truth,
I did.
$70,000 a year, and that's giving you credit with the $170 health insurance. Your gross is $5,663. That brings your net to $4,613. You have one child, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, 20% of that brings your monthly child support obligation to $923. And as I stated, you are still to maintain the health insurance.
That's over $1,000.
And no, it's not. It's under $1,000.
So 9 something plus the 170?
No, you got credit. The
Oh, okay,
170
okay,
was
okay,
given
okay.
in your gross. So you got credit for that. $923 a month. It's what's fair. It's what's in the best interest of your daughter. Your daughter is going to remain with her grandmother.
An unexpected twist. Mom reveals she has 3 other children. Child support is adjusted downward, dramatically illustrating the consequences of partial honesty. The courtroom gasps at the revelation, and viewers witness how truth can change outcomes in real time.
Okay, so, okay.
Anything else? You had a question?
I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
Oh, okay. You might want to do that, especially if it was something inappropriate. All right. Anything further pertaining to this case?
That's it, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further, Miss Franklin?
Yes, Your Honor. This lady just sit here and perjured the court. She has 3 other children that lives with 3 other different daddies.
Oh, wow.
And you know, she had more miles on her than Route 1604.
Okay. Well, Miss Franklin, hold on one second. Do you have other children?
Yes.
So why didn't you say that?
Because, you know, unfortunately, like Rakisha, they live with their dads and their other parent, you know, other side of the family too.
Are you paying child support for them as well?
No.
No. Oh, okay. So you're just not doing anything.
I'm paying insurance for them too.
Oh, right. So beyond insurance, you haven't done anything for them. Is that what I'm hearing? How many other children do you have?
3.
So you have 3 other children. We have to manipulate your child support amount. So
So it should be lower.
let's see. Let's see how much lower it'll be. All right. Your child support is lower. It went to $680.
Oh, should have kept your mouth shut.
The judge closes the case with a sharp moral lesson. Honesty, accountability, and parental responsibility cannot be ignored. The mother must face the consequences, while the grandmother's steadfast care is validated.
No, you know, first of all, that was rude. Secondly, she's being honest. You are not being honest. But that's okay. You don't have to be honest with me because you know what? One day you're going to have to answer to each of your children. And that is going to be your battle to fight with them.
Well, at least they'll know I took care of them by paying their insurance.
Oh, okay. And they'll also know you're a stranger. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Your Honor.
Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.